Good evening and thank you for joining us. American shoppers are losing billions of dollars a year to counterfeiters.
Many of their fake items are sold online, and a new study shows the problem is bigger than ever. News 4 Tucson investigator Matthew Schwartz reports what you need to know so you don't become a victim.
I don't like being cheated, and I don't like seeing other people cheated. And if I can, prevent other women from having to go through this stupid experience, then of course I want to let people know about it.
She doesn't want to be identified due to privacy concerns, and she's embarrassed. Debbie, not her real name, bought almost $200 worth of clothes from a China-based company called Tailmiss.
They kept appearing in my Facebook feed, the ads for them, and they were beautiful.
Debbie ordered 6 shirts, a dress, a pair of shorts, and a necklace. She received 4 of the 9 items.
What I got was just junk. It was tiny. It was made from like cheap polyester. It was awful.
Debbie later took screenshots of ads on Facebook. Within 1 hour, she found what appears to be the same company she ordered from using a dozen other names. They offered incredible sales and apparently used the same photos like those on the Tailmiss website, showing only part of the models' faces, indicating they're stock photos or from other businesses.
I do think it is an epidemic problem because a lot of us shop online.
Miriam Cruz is a spokesperson for the Better Business Bureau. The BBB recently did a study of counterfeit goods sold online. It found counterfeiting and intellectual piracy cost the U.S. economy $200 to $250 billion and 750,000 jobs annually. 1 in 4 people have bought something online that turned out to be counterfeit. 88% of counterfeit goods come from China and Hong Kong. The types of counterfeit goods most often sold online are clothing and accessories, watches and jewelry, and shoes. Did any of this study's findings surprise you?
One of the most surprising things from the study is that people don't really know when they have a counterfeit good. They really didn't know until someone actually pointed it out or someone saw that there was an extra letter in the branding.
Counterfeit goods are often made of inferior materials, manufactured under controlled and unsanitary conditions.
The demand for counterfeit goods seems to be increasing because they are very attractive to the consumer.
Melissa Ruiz is the Assistant Special Agent in charge of Homeland Security investigations.
What are some of the telltale signs that something's counterfeit?
The writing on the label may be misspelled or crooked, or the font may be different in different parts of the label or the manual, so to speak.
Ruiz says a lot of people who buy something only because it's the lowest price end up with counterfeit goods, like these NFL jerseys.
On apparel, the stitching may be pulled or not consistent, crooked.
Agents seized fake Viagra being sold by a guy from his car in Phoenix. Fake iPhone batteries are also popular.
The Apple picture was covered up by this black piece of tape so that it would not be caught by Customs and Border Protection coming through.
Debbie knows she should have used a credit card instead of PayPal because it's easier to get a refund. But she's furious with Facebook for accepting the ads and with PayPal, which she claimed provided a refund only after she shamed them on social media. But she wants to warn everyone about the clothing company.
The fact that there's crooks in China who are trying to steal my money, it's disappointing, but it's not a surprise, I guess.
Agent Diaz says counterfeit goods being sold online will continue to increase because more people are shopping online. She says many victims don't report it, although it's easy to do. We've put the links on reporting counterfeiters on our website, KVOA.com. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email us at investigators@KVOA.com or call 955-4444. Investigating for you, Matthew Schwartz, News 4 Tucson.